What's up, everyone, and welcome back. Today I want to talk about a true legend, someone who defined what style is in a tag, and that's Stay High 149. Wayne Roberts was born in Emporia, Virginia in 1950. When he was just 7 years old, his family moved to Harlem, New York, searching for a better life. Almost a decade later, they moved again, this time to the Bronx. That's where the legend of Stay High 149 began to take shape. It was a friend who gave him the nickname Stay High because of his love for marijuana. But Wayne took that name to new heights, literally and figuratively. In 1969, while working as a messenger on Wall Street, he noticed tags on subways and buildings, and something about them sparked a fire inside him. Inspired, he started writing his name along the Grand Concourse in the Bronx, then expanded his canvas to subway trains and buildings all over the city. His work wasn't just a tag, it was a decoration of his life and his escape from the struggles around him. One of the most iconic and innovative contributions Wayne made to the graffiti world was the smoker. Inspired by a stick figure from the classic television show, The Saint, Wayne reimagined the character, flipping it to face opposite direction and adding a joint in its hand. This design quickly became as legendary as his name. His tag was equally revolutionary. His distinctive hand style set him apart, blending smooth precision with bold simplicity. Wayne was also the first to introduce two-tone and three-tone tags, a groundbreaking approach that no one attempted before. These vibrant, multi-layered designs gave his work a depth and flair that captured the attention of fellow writers and fans alike. Whenever Wayne rode the subway, he'd hit the last car, tagging it up. Then he'd move from car to car, sometimes hitting an entire train from back to front. His job as a messenger was perfect for bombing. He traveled the city all day, carrying markers and paint with him everywhere he went. Wayne's first writing partner was Deadleg 167. If you saw Stay High 149, you'd see Deadleg's name right there beside it. Together they bombed every corner of the city. Living on 149th Street meant Wayne spent a lot of time at the writer's bench on the Grand Concourse, where he met legends like Staff 161, Phase 2, and Cool Jeff. The train yards, they were his playground. Wayne climbed fences, crawled under them, and ran into tunnels with bags of paint. He preferred hitting the numbered train lines, but he didn't ignore the letters either. The D, B, M, and RR lines all bore his mark. Baychester layups was his favorite spot, where'd he go with partners like Purple Haze 168 and Hondo 1. Some nights he'd knock out 10 pieces or more. Seeing his work run across the city was the biggest high of them all. But with fame came the heat. The Vandal Squad figured out who he was. To avoid them, Wayne adopted an alias, Voices of the Ghetto. It was a perfect fit for a man who saw graffiti as more than just art. It was a way to speak for the people, to tell their stories. In time, the attention became overwhelming. Wayne's tags were so famous that kids would run up to him at 149th Street, begging him to sign their black books. Eventually, though, he grew bored and stepped away from the graffiti scene. For 25 years, Wayne disappeared from the public's eye. Then in 2000, he resurfaced at an art exhibit in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. The response was overwhelming. People mobbed him, thrilled to meet the legend they'd only heard about for decades. Wayne's influence on the graffiti world was undeniable. Back in 1973, New York Magazine featured him in the first ever article on graffiti. Wayne passed away on June 11, 2012, at Calvary Hospital in the Bronx. He was just 61 years old. It is said that he died from complications due to liver disease. His death was a huge loss, not just to his family, not just to the graffiti world, but for hip-hop and art as a whole. Even in death, Wayne's legacy lives on. His tag, Stay High 149, Voices of the Ghetto, and the Smoker character remain an iconic symbol of graffiti's golden age. Rest in peace, Stay High 149.